If you follow Japanese knives, you've probably heard of Takayuki Shibata, the man behind Masakage and Koutetsu. Brands that work with masters like Yu Kurosaki and Yoshimi Kato from the Takayuki knife village. Shibata-san is known for his obsession with edges, not just for how sharp they look, but for how they feel on ingredients. And that same philosophy extends into his sharpening stones. The Bitey Finisher is a 2-in-1 combination stone. One side is roughly 600 grit. Shibata-san calls it the Bitey Rough. The other side is about 1200 grit, known as the Bitey Fine. It is designed to give you a sharp, toothy, and high-performance edge from a single stone. So for testing, I divided everything into 2 comparison groups. The first group focuses on Coarse foundation stones, Naniwa Diamond 500, Shapton Glass 500, Naniwa Chosera 600, and the 600 side of the Bitey Finisher. The second group covers the finer side, Naniwa Chosera 800, 1000, Shapton Kuromaku 1000, and the 1200 side of the Bitey Finisher. During each comparison round, I use the same Nigara Kiridashi and always sharpen 100 times on the lower grit stone before I move to the subject grit. I then take a snapshot of the surface scratch pattern at 0 stroke. It will be labeled as namely pre-sharpening condition, 5x, the scratch pattern after 5 strokes, and along with 25, 50, 75, and 100 strokes. This way it allows us to see how fast the subject stone is, since 2 stones could have similar results at final 100 strokes, but one can achieve it at 25 strokes and the other one may only be able to achieve it at, say, 75 strokes. In each grid, I will also do so in 3 different magnifications, that is 12, 25, and 50 times, so that we can see more details in the condition of the pattern. Once I finish all this, the results are put together and presented in the same screen for your evaluation. So let's start with the Coarse side. The lower grid prep stone is Naniwa Aramusa 220 grit, and here are the results. Now move on to the final side. The prep stone is the Chosera 400, and let's check out the result. Alright guys, so what do you think? Let's talk about the performance. The 600 Bitey is very good in my opinion, fast and very even. Strangely, Chosera 600 is not as even as the 400. I feel like the Bitey is very close to the Naniwa Chosera 400. Both Shapton 500 and the Diamond 500 from Naniwa, they have very deep scratch patterns. The Chosera 600 is kind of in the middle without any excitement, I would say. For the final grades, I find the Bitey Finisher performs relatively well despite for whatever reason the starting point is rougher than the others, as per the pre-shots. Under the high magnitude scope, we can see that the 1200 Bitey Finish is quite comparable to the say Chosera 1000. They're not as fast as the Kuromaku 1000, but also don't have the deep scratches as the Kuromaku. Now consider the other factors, such as the competitive pricing for the Bitey, the convenience of having two stones in one, and also its great multi feedback, which I have to say is really good. I have no problem recommending this stone to anyone who is in the market for one. But if you already have the Kuromaku or Chosera level stone, then there is probably not necessary to acquire the Bitey. So guys, what do you think? Please leave your comment down below, and that's it from me for today. Until then, see you next time.